they lost to Turkey 7 points to 14 on countback. If there is a draw in the matches in terms of wins, then the next consideration is in relation to the amount of points scored, both in winning and losing bouts. If there is a draw at the end, there is an extra bout to determine which of the teams will become the bronze medal winners.
Yes.
The referee starts the bout is Portugal of Germany, and the referees rotate after each of the bouts. The referee deployment is determined by a computer system. 8 of the referees from each of the tatamis during the eliminations are put into the computer system, and 5 of those are selected at random. There was a brilliant John Amawashi.
Wow.
Wow, fantastic in that opening flurry of techniques. Three-point score on the board for Azerbaijan for that ippon and the Senchu advantage.
Wow.
Sakiyama trailing 3 points to 1. Oh, how! And that's the way you get it back. Fabulous. But there's a video review request from the coach of Azerbaijan. So it's 4 points to 3. Here we see the techniques going in. It's been rejected by Giuseppe Zaccaro from Italy, and the referee of the video review team. Back into the action, 1 minute 24 seconds. Japan leads 4 points to 3 in the opening bout. Jordan Gary here from Asiman of Iran, of Azerbaijan. But it's the point going to Sakiyama to extend Japan's lead 5 points to 3. Asiman has the Senchu. Sakiyama just getting his arm in the block position there. And there is no opportunity for the coach from Azerbaijan to put a challenge in, as he's lost the card now for this bout. What a fabulous tuna. The Chunangeri here was exceptional. That's going to be a Wazari score. Another 2 points added to Japan's tally. Sakiyama performing exceptionally well in this opening bout. Asaman tries again that Jonah Mawashi, the roundhouse kick. Tries a Sasauri Geri, but once again Sakiyama gets his arm up, and Aziman is actually going to be penalised for holding on. He's not allowed to hold with two hands.
No. Not anymore.
Oh, that was a good Chuda Mawashi Geri. Clean. Sakiyama was unable to block that one. Turning into a really tight match here, 7 points to 5 with 29 seconds still to go. Japan lead, but the Senchu is with Asiman of Azerbaijan. Sakiyama just asking the referee to stop the match. He doesn't have to. If it were, and in fact what he's done is he's asked the judges to consider time wasting. Oh, now that was the technique that, look at the smile on his face. He's thinking, wow, that's going to be an Ippon score, 3 points. It'll now put him in the driving seat, 8 points to 7, and he has the Senchu advantage. Asaman of Azerbaijan in the first bout.
Wow.
Sakiyama desperately now wants to get back, and there's 8 seconds still to go. This is a situation where Asaman has to be very careful, because he's not holding on. He'll lose the Senchu if he's warned for that.
Yes.
Move in, last 2 seconds, he deliberately steps off the tatami. He will lose the Senchu, and he will receive a Hansokachui warning. But he will take that all-important opening bout, the first of 5 potentially. The first team to reach 3 wins will be deemed the bronze medal winners.
Azerbaijan takes the lead, 1 point.
Now, this should be an exciting bout as well. Japan needs to start to come back in. Nishimura is the second player for Japan. Considerable height difference here, David, over Rafael Agiev, the 5-time world champion.
Yes.
Very cagey opening. Neither of the players wanting to go behind with that Senchu, and the first point in the Senchu, which will make life much more complex. Nishimura tries the Chunamawashi. Agiev calmly steps back, but not caught on the arm. It looks like he's got a strapping on his arm and his wrist, in fact. He may have had a previous injury during the eliminations, and he's medal matching the bronze bout for the individuals. Perhaps he needs a bit of the magic spray.
No, maybe it's too the blood.
Yes.
Block the blood, maybe.
It may be too tight.
Yes, too tight.
The
Yes, you're
strapping.
right.
And karate can put a great deal of stress on the body, can't it,
Sure.
David?
Very stressful for the body.
The
because
ligaments, the twists, the turns, they are the torque on those joints. That's why these athletes are so well prepared. Of course, there could be an injury from a kick or a strike that can lead bruising. But he seems to be okay and back into the action with 2 minutes and 11 seconds still to go. No score. This is the second of the 5 bouts. Azerbaijan leading with that win in the first bout.
This was right points, in my opinion.
But no challenge.
No.
No, the coach didn't put in a video review challenge.
I have to be sure.
Yes, he doesn't want to give away that
Yes,
that
card.
card, does he? Because that could be really valuable in the closing seconds of the bout.
Yes.
And the techniques need to meet all 6 criteria for Ippon. Agiev holding with 2 hands, and he takes the takedown. Now he has to be careful here. He will be penalised.
Yes, it's not permitted by
He's
the
not
rules.
allowed to do this. If he lifts this above the waist, instead of a category 2, it would be a category 1 offence.
Yes.
And being a category 1, it would be seen as a dangerous technique, a dangerous throw. There are 4 areas of category 1 based around contact violations, but there are 11 in category 2, so it's easy to fall foul of the rules, much more difficult to score points, as we can see here.
Yes.
Nishimura for Japan receives a kekoku. Rafael Agiev from Azerbaijan receives Hansoku Chui.
In 48 seconds, eh?
Still a long time to go. Agiev has, of late, been scoring 1 or 2 points. But it doesn't matter how many points you have as an individual, as long as you win the match. In team events, points are really important should it come to the end of the bout, of the end of the match. But neither will want to lose the bout. That's the important aspect. And the referee has made a request.
No support.
There's only one judge who's gone with him.
Yes.
It would need at least 2 of the judges to go with him. Now the athletes are not allowed to hold with both hands. They're not allowed to stand chest to chest. They're not allowed to pull or to push.
Also, for the Japan competitor was good enough to lose 1-0.
Yes.
No points
Yes.
here, and Azerbaijan
So
still leads the
that
competition
bout
1-0.
ended in a draw, 0-0. Had Agiev been given a Hansoku, it would have been 8 points to Japan
Yes.
and the win. But it is, at the moment, Azerbaijan still leading with that 1 win in the first bout, which was an 8-7 result in favour of Azerbaijan. Referee for this bout, Javad Salimi from Iran, and the players Pana for Azerbaijan and Kagawa for Japan in red. Kagawa is a big, strong athlete, isn't he, David?
Yes, he lost in category.
He did. And the son of the famous Sensei Kagawa. Once more. Immense respect for each other. There'll be a passivity warning,
Yes.
and that's the rolling of the arms as the signal. And when the referee makes a recommendation, the judges have to consider that recommendation. They don't have to agree with it. The referee is asking judges to consider a violation for holding, and Kagawa receives Keikoku, the second level, category 2. That's 2 yellow cards. Azerbaijan still lead with that opening bounce win, 7 points to 8. So there's only 1 point in it at the moment. No score in the second bout. So it's 1 win and 1 point. Kazamazuki, front hand punch there from Kagawa. Opens the score with a Yuko, and he will have the censure. So, at this stage of the match, it's 1 point to 0 for Japan. If this were the end of the bout, it would be a draw on points and a draw on matches, because there's only 1 point difference in the first bout. But we're still at the halfway stage, halfway through the third match. Another Jodan Gazamazuki, front hand punch from Kagawa. And there you see the graphic at the bottom of the screen showing the technique that receives the Yuko score, the 1 point score. Here he is. Comes in, Kagawa fires in that Gyakuzuki, the reverse punch. Trying to put Kagawa under pressure. Again, moves straight into the counter punch from the big Japanese player, who will receive another Yuko score. Into the last 15 seconds, Atoshi Baroku. Oh, that was a close spinning Muramowashi, but going past. This time Kagawa is going to receive a warning. There's a video review challenge from the coach of Azerbaijan. Believes there was a score. And here we see the video team looking at there's Suzuki, kind of hooked around. The punch from Kagawa, certainly it did make contact, but whether the challenge actually was from Ao, from blue, Azerbaijan. You see in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen the 2 video review referees trying to determine whether there was a video review required, but as you say, David, because it was a contact, but the video review was for blue, not for red.
Yes, okay.
Okay, so the video review has been accepted. It is a score. So Kagawa will receive a warning. The point will go to Azerbaijan. Kagawa will receive first of all the warning for holding, which is Hansoku Chui. He will then lose the senchu, and he will also receive a category 1 warning, Keikoku. The referee has recommended, because it's deemed to have slightly reduced the ability of wow. Churan Yushirogeri, there's going to be a video review quest again. Kagawa came in, and it was Panao who spun into that turning back kick. But whilst this is happening. Just to quickly explain that you can see the top right hand screen. There's the kick. Now, did it hit his arm or did it go through? That's the question being asked by them.
I think he kicked the arm.
And it's a no, and that's why. It didn't meet its target. It was off target. So it's been lost, and the referee calls a halt to proceedings and awards the win to Japan, 3 points to 1, which levels the match, 1 win to each and 1 draw. We go into the 4th bout now.
1 win each side, but the aggregate.
So we have
on the Japan's side.
1 win each team, 7 points to 8 went in favour. Sorry, 8-7 was the win for Azerbaijan in the first round, a 0-0 draw in the second, 3-1 win to Japan in the third round. And now we have former world champion Araga against Rafis. Araga for Japan. Referee is likely to call a halt if he believes passivity, but Rafi is moving back towards the Jogai line, so Araga may be given the opportunity to keep that pressure on to see if he can force a Jogai. Jordan Yurakin off the front hand from Ryotaro Araga. He will open the score now with a Yuko. The referee, Fernando Olivelli from Italy, awards the Yuko score, and he will give the Senchu. So it is Japan now leading overall. If this were to finish 1 point, 1 win each, this would give a second win to Japan. The 4th of 5 bouts. With a category 2 warning. Jordan Mawashi there from Araga as he stepped back, lifted, put his weight onto that back leg, didn't he, David, and threw in that Jordan Mawashi.
Very, very, very good.
So flexible, able to chamber the knee so high.
Yes. Wow.
Oh, that was close, wasn't it? Coach wasn't convinced. He didn't call for a video challenge. Suzuki there from Araga. Rafiz tried to return that punch but wasn't able to. It was off target. Araga now takes another Yuko score, adds it to it. 5 points to 0 now in the 4th bout. Now the pressure is on Azerbaijan and Rafiz in particular to try to come back in. The coach on this occasion has called for a video review. Coach of Azerbaijan.
Yes, I don't know this video review.
Communicating. There's the Joran Zuki.
If it's this,
but the outstretched arm of Araga is holding him away from reaching the target, so it has been rejected. Incorrect distance.
Yes. And body position.
And body position, the form is part of the criteria. Has to be good form. Has to be vigorous application. Delivered at speed. Proper timing. Has to be as the player is being attacked rather than moving back rapidly, in which case it wouldn't score. 30 seconds to go. Still a Raga for Japan in the driving seat. Rafis now desperately needs to come back in because these points difference 5-0 will open a gap between the two teams. Although each have one win at the moment, Raga will take this win unless Rafis can do something about it. Raga receives Hantok Chui now and loses the Senchu. And once more the Yushiro Geri attempted from Rafis, and no video challenge allowed because he's lost the card, and the win goes to Araga. Araga now leading
2 wins.
that win with 5-0, gives his team 2 wins to 1 and the draw as we go into the last of the matches.
6-point difference.
Yes, referee for the Bout, Cleveland Baxter of the United States.
1-5, 1 bout and 6 points difference.
Yes,
Very, very, very difficult
it is.
for Japan.
Yes.
Now we will see Atomov. Short distance could perform very good Uramalashi. Maybe 3 Uramalashi.
That would be, he would have with no reply.
Yes.
So he has got a very, very difficult challenge here.
Yes.
Shahin Atamov of Azerbaijan in the blue colours against Mori from Japan. Mori attempts that. Chuda Muwashi gets in close, holding on with both hands, needs to be careful. The referee gives him the benefit of the doubt, allows the match to continue. Mori goes low. Shahin Atamov over the top with that Joranzuki. So he'll get 1 of the points he needs, but he needs about 8 more to overcome
5 more.
5 more to overcome the difference between the two teams.
Yes.
It is possible. There's still 2 minutes to go. He can. Have you lost this, sir?
It's not mine.
It's not
Sorry,
mine.
I have in my hand one. It's not mine.
I have 2 pairs. I have 2 pads, and it's the wrong colour. Back into the serious stuff. Japan leading 2 wins to 1. Azerbaijan's Shahin Atamov must win this match, and he must score enough points, and he's lost now one of the. He's extended that deficit now to 6 as Mori takes a Yuko. 1 point each. Both players are actually holding on, but they clear, push each other away. That's not too bad. Not for too many seconds. Another flurry of attacks. The distance is a little bit too much.
Yes.
A bit too close to be able to score
Too short, yes.
properly.
But it is what Atamo is looking for, to have short distance.
He is, yes.
To perform on Uramavashi.
Yes.
You see.
The hooky kick. Oh, that was close. That was close, and Mori desperately flailing out those legs to keep Atamov away from him. Atamov going to be penalised by the referee. He gets the support from the judges. He will receive his second yellow Kekoku in category 2. Off there was trying to deliver the Oromawashi. It was a good punch though this time as Mori comes rushing in. Atamov has 2 points now, and he has the Senchu.
5 more.
Mori has to really either win or draw the match, or don't, or not to lose the match
Yes.
with a 5-point deficit or 5-point difference. So Mori holding on and pushing away again. He's been a little bit lucky there. Atamov is going to be putting all the pressure he can on now. He knows he's got to come in. There's another Zuki from Atamov.
Yes.
Gradually clawing back, gradually closing that point gap between the two teams. He's on course to win the bout at the moment. He'll have a 3.1, 3 points against 1 lead. Now needs to, if he could score an Ippon, he will be on the verge of taking a win away from Japan. And using the tatami, he knows that he needs to stay out of the way of a potential Urawashi from this fantastic side, Shahin Atamov. 4 seconds left to go. There was a strong technique there.
1 second. Nothing to do. Also a kick.
Contact
It's not
violation. No,
Also a kick is not enough.
No.
Also 3 points is not enough.
no. It's looks as though it's going to be game over here, and the bronze medal forfeited.
It's over.
Time is up. Japan will take the bronze medal with another, despite the last bout being won by Azerbaijan,
Combate ha sido para Bout,
which will be
pero la
a
medalla de
1-1
bronce
in terms
para
of
Japón.
wins, but it's the points
Bronze medal
difference
for Japan.
that will give the win to Japan.
Enhorabuena, medalla de bronce para Japón, the bronze medal for Japan.
Well, it was a bit too much, really, asking the last player to close that gap, wasn't it, David? Shahin Atamov did all he could, but
Yes, now
the order was too high. Really.
he stayed calm, tried to get good results. But I think the behavior of the tactic of Atamov was good enough.
Yes.
You know, sometimes
Como han visto, amigos, 2 victorias para cada
if you
equipo.
got
Un empate,
a
pero
3
la
points
diferencia de
technical
puntos
kick
ha sido fundamental.
during the fight could change really
Yes.
the results. But
As you have already seen, 2 wins for each side, but better score for Japan.
they miss Rafa
Congratulations.
because Rafael
Yes.
got only Kivake,
Yeah.
so they miss that fight.
It may have been the injury.
The injury,
There's a
yes.
Beautiful replay of the Jordan Mawashi. There he goes. Excellent. Now, although he was pushed down, and there's an Mawashi from Mori, but although he was pushed down to the tatami, and right on the top of the head, that was very close
Yes.
to going over. Why you stopped the bout?